What's up, guys? It's D1B Universe, and this should come out on Easter, so happy Easter for all of you guys who celebrate Easter. I'm currently at the apartment mostly because I am unable to go to my family for Easter this year. Saddening as that is, it's fine. This gives me time from the privacy that I have now in my apartment with my other roommates going to their families for Easter to do some videos for you guys. Starting off with the video that I should have done for a while now, and that's the new death battle between the Megazord versus Voltron. And just to speed things up with this, you know how I usually do with these death battle reactions, since I'm planning on doing a whole bunch of stuff today, I'm just going to keep this rather short and simple. I watched the new, the updated version of Voltron, and after watching the first couple of episodes, I knew that the Megazord would not stand a chance to Voltron. I have no idea what it could do in like the past, the 80s version of Voltron. But to tell you the truth, if they had to pick any Zord for the Power Rangers to fight Voltron, this would be probably one of the weaker Zords to put them up against. Because let's face it, the Megazord, even with the added enhancements that I remember it having in the show, doesn't seem to stand up to the sheer raw power that I see Voltron have. And if there's another thing, I think Voltron has more diversity within the even though they're all lions, more diversity in the weapons, armor, utility, and all-around mobility than any of the Zords that the Power Rangers have. So I believe that Voltron's going to take this. I do love the Power Rangers. I like the movie. The updated movie on itself is already in my system, and I love it. But let's just say Voltron, if he loses, I will be skeptical, and I'll actually have to complain about that because I see a lot of stuff. So we're going to get started. 3, 2, 1 now.
Hey Mark. Hey Mr. J.
So
Open it up with
marketing, like these three
marketing.
awesome death battle t-shirts.
Great t-shirts.
Kind of stressful. So we added some new office amenities that I think will help take the edge off.
Weapons,
like
armors,
the
and
new
skills.
office jacuzzi.
Yeah, no thanks. You ever smelled a wet sock before?
All right, maybe a relaxing massage then.
I really need to know the story.
Hands.
Look, I'm not good
How about a
with
nice
screw
hot
attack and what they
sauna?
do.
It's a fucking toast oven, Chad.
They're really trying to eat this guy.
I'm Mark Softman, and now I got the sexiest shirt in the market.
Like,
Death
oh,
battle shirts. You wear this, you're gonna find.
I gotta say,
yourself
those
in
are
a sex
some
battle.
pretty
I don't know
expensive
what that
shirts.
is,
I can
but you
buy
love it,
this shirt
okay?
cost me like $5,
Click the link
and I
below,
love this
buy
shirt.
this shirt, or they're gonna eat me.
Hey, I don't know anything about marketing, but I think I can like make one of those shirts with the equipment that we have back at the school. Not to say anything about their marketing and stuff and what they want to do, but let's just say $5 shirt looks like this.
History. Yeah, the giant robot fight of all giant robot fights.
Right.
The Megazord, the heavy-hitting mech commanded by 5 Power Rangers.
And plus, I do believe that Voltron
the defender of the
is
universe,
way taller
piloted
than the
by 5
Megazord.
paladins.
For this matchup, there will be no Dragon Zords, no Galaxy Garrisons, no Robot Brachiosaurus, and no mice.
Right.
Just a good old 5v5 war of the giant robots. He's
This makes sense to put them up together, but I don't
It's
believe
our
this is
job
the
to
right
analyze their weapons,
because I believe there's a
armor,
better
and skills to
Zord
find
out there that
who
can
would
handle
win a
Voltron.
death battle.
But hey, I believe in the Power Rangers, but I don't see them
Good
winning
has
this.
battled the forces of evil. The vicious witch Rita Repulsa and
Who
her
looks
giant
amazing in the
monsters
rep tape,
waged
by the
war
way.
with the good-natured galactic sage Zordon.
Their 2,000-year war finally ended when Rita zapped him into a time warp. But not before Zordon managed to lock
Now
him
the
up in
fool
a
wishes to
space
return to the
dumpster.
past and
Yes,
undo the
apparently
evil
that
that
thing
is
a
Rita.
space dumpster, or to put more accurately, a galactic recycling bin.
Nice.
However, Zordon knew it was only a matter of time before Rita
I thought
escaped
that
to
was like
conquer
free.
Earth once more.
Good thing
Yeah,
Zordon
the
had
conqueror.
thousands of years to come up with a foolproof plan.
Is it 10,000
He
years?
could summon the
I can
5
believe it.
greatest
I forget how many
warriors
years
from
he was
around
trusting
the
me.
galaxy to defend the planet. Or
Teleport to us 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans.
No!
Yeah.
Not teenagers!
And the Voltron
That
Force
plan is
has
asinine,
more
but somehow it worked.
experience, I
Zordon
think,
granted
when it
5
comes to fighting.
teenagers the ability to draw power from a dimension called the Morphin Grid.
Hmm.
This molecular transmutation turns them into superhumans with access to mighty mechanical beasts called Zords,
Yeah.
becoming the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
My childhood in a nutshell.
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
Back in the day, that was the best thing in my life.
First, there's Jason Lee Scott, the Red Ranger. He's a
I can tell that most of this video is just going to be the analysis between the characters, because you got 10 people to go by.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Not to mention the
Billy
Zords
Cranston,
themselves.
the Blue Ranger, is
What?
the genius of the group. He loves to work with machines, especially his impressive Triceratops Zord. With its grappling hook horns, this 140-ton behemoth can stop a foe in its tracks.
Trini Kwan, the Yellow Ranger, is equal parts brains and martial arts specialist. She's a threat both outside and inside her speedy saber-toothed tiger Zord.
Oh, also the voice
Kimberly
actors. I
Ann
saw
Hart,
that
the
trailer,
Pink
and I
Ranger,
do
is a
like
smack-talking
a
valley
good
girl who
half
has the skies
of the voice
covered in
actors,
her
mostly because I only know
pterodactyl
half
Zord,
of the voice
which
actors.
can fly at 2.5 times the speed of sound.
Last but not least,
Yeah, but I think
there's Zack Taylor,
the lions
Black
themselves
Ranger,
can go
who's
way
mastered
faster
his
than
own
that.
fighting style called hip-hop keto.
It's an actual fighting style.
Yep, this
Killer
guy
Bee before
fights
Killer
aliens
Bee.
with the power of dance, along with his Mastodon Zord. Although slow, this Zord can freeze blast enemies with ice, or saran wrap if you're short on budget.
But when 5 giant mechanical beasts aren't enough to keep the villains down, these machines join together.
Yes, and I felt it, and I felt for the toyeticness that
you've
was
ever
this
seen in your
thing.
life.
Yeah.
Bring them together.
Yeah, I fell into that kind of marketing. I bought like almost every Zord there was, at least up to Mystic Force.
This
I
is
think,
the
or was it
Megazord,
SPD Emergency?
a 333-foot colossus with enough power to effortlessly tear down buildings.
Yeah, Building
Sometimes
Buster.
unintentionally.
Yeah.
All 5 Rangers pilot the Megazord as one, combining their own martial arts skills to defeat giant monsters.
It's like
Nice.
a giant rock'em sock'em robot with laser beams.
Laser
It can
beams.
fry enemies with its cranial laser, blast fireballs from its hands,
Yeah,
shoot
taking
the
stuff from
mobilizing
games, too.
beams from its eyes, and even use the Mastodon's face as a shield.
Nice.
And when it's time to send someone to an early grave, they summon their Blade Ex Machina.
I like how
the
he grabs it with the
Power
first
Sword.
hand and like, wait,
Little
no,
known
no, this
fact,
one.
simply touching the Power Sword can recharge the Megazord if it's low on power.
Really?
It's not just a battery. This giant sword is over 100 feet long and
But can
orbits
it match
Earth
the
when
flame
not in
sword
use.
that I
Plus,
saw
it
at the
can
end of the
launch energy
reboot?
waves and cut
Well, at least
down
in the season
almost
2 of the
any
reboot.
monster with just one swing.
And there's even more. It's a surprisingly versatile weapon, like with this feature they implemented against the Nasty Knights.
Any energy we throw at him, he just reflects back at us. That's why our weapons are burned out. So what do we do about it?
How the directing
Reflect
when
his
it
energy
comes to
back at
talking
him,
about
along with a
things.
bit of our own.
I don't get it.
Apparently,
What?
the Power Sword can absorb oncoming kinetic energy and turn it against the attacker.
So it's like my.
drastically
Alright,
increasing the
never mind.
Megazord's
Not even gonna go
striking
that far. It's my story.
Well,
Don't care about it. Not gonna bring it up.
monsters every weekday afternoon. The
Whatever.
Power Rangers have been through almost everything.
I don't even care anymore.
Fighting a world-destroying
I stopped trying to be
dragon
original a
giant
long time
walking
ago.
Pumpkin who raps?
Oh, you Rangers make me mad. Waking me up
says
with
upside
a
down.
rock that bad.
They've even
Alright,
fought
that's apparently
Kimberly's
threatening.
Curse.
Man, these villains were getting desperate. And so were the writers.
And to tell
Anyway, the
to tell you
Megazord
the truth,
is
it's
strong enough to
amazing
lift
how
and throw the
different they still look to this
170-ton
day.
Dragon Zord into a mountain with little effort.
So long, Gay Bowser!
Even the individual
Nice.
Zords can support the weight of whole monsters on their own.
Nice.
While many of these monsters should weigh similar to the Megazord, some certainly weigh even more. In fact, in a general scale, when you double the size of an object, its weight increases by a factor of 8.
Really?
Comparing these organic monsters to human beings means some of them could weigh as much as 10,000 tons.
And the Megazord even gut-punched one of them over 100 feet
Man,
into the air.
even comics, huh?
Assuming that monster is 10,000 tons, lifting at 133 feet would require about 90 million newtons of force. 50 times as much force as a space shuttle's launching thrust.
That kind of strength, I bet you could backhand a person into outer space.
That's oddly
Yeah.
specific.
But that's something.
Strange, wasn't it? Regardless, they've used that strength to take down countless monsters capable of wiping out all life on Earth. They even went toe-to-toe with Cyclopsis,
Cyclopsis.
a Warzord designed to conquer entire worlds.
But
Alright,
even for
that's
the
a good
Power
feat.
Rangers,
I know there's a
defeating
giant
this
flying
is
dragon
no small
thing.
job.
I don't remember
when
the name
they
of
least
it.
expect it, the Megazord's energy supply can be quickly exhausted in the middle of combat.
And it doesn't help that half the
Ooh,
reason
dropkick.
is because they just get hit so damn much. Despite the Megazord's awesome power, it's really lacking in the whole maneuverability department.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's just a guy in a
Come on,
suit.
It can at least try to avoid an attack.
But when the enemy hits hard, the Power Rangers hit back even harder. With the fate of the world lying in their hands, no one can ever take them down.
Bring him down!
But we are doing like old versus new because Mighty Morphin Power Rangers didn't come until after Voltron, so veterans
From
here.
days of long ago, from uncharted regions of the universe, comes a legend.
Which is something I learned about.
Cryptic
Okay.
terms, 1200 years ago, the evil Drool Empire nearly conquered the entire known universe. But not everybody was cool with fleets of ships shooting up their planets, so a team of
not many people
scientists
would
and
be cool
magic
with that.
priests decided to fight back.
Through the marriage of magic and technology,
Yeah,
they forged
I
a
remember that.
300-foot tall
I love-
living automaton, so powerful that it single-handedly pushed back the Empire's onslaught. Before long, the whole universe had heard of the mechanical knight known as Voltron.
The universe. The universe. I completely continue to forget how powerful the Power Rangers are out throughout the universe, but I'm not sure about
King
Voltron.
Zarkon ordered a space witch to kill Voltron with a magic space spell. And it kind of worked. Instead of being destroyed, Voltron was split up into 5 very merchandisable robot lions.
Divided and stripped of its sentience, the universe's best hope had fallen.
Yeah.
Until 5 space explorers crash-landed on Eris, the exact same planet the lions just so happened to be hiding on. Destiny or some crap led them to the castle where the
Destiny or
Princess
some
Allura
crap.
gave them a life-changing opportunity.
Yeah, I heard that the
pilot,
the
long
black
lost
pilot
lions
did
and go
not
around saving the universe for a living.
do well in his time.
Cogain is the
Unlike,
head of
you
the
know, in
Lion
the remake.
Force in more ways than one. As leader of the team, he commands his cohorts, and he pilots the Black Lion, the literal head of Voltron.
Lance
And completely
McQueen is the
different.
Han Solo of the group. This
And,
hot-headed
like, you know.
show-off controls the Red Lion, which forms Voltron's right arm.
Tsuyoshi Garrett, better known as Hunk, is the muscle of the team.
And also
he
the
pilots
comic
the
relief.
Yellow Lion, which forms Voltron's left leg.
I'm a leg!
Blue Lion is piloted by Sven Holgersson.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I remember him dying. And then it was the
The
princess.
Blue Lion is piloted by Princess Aurora
I did some
herself,
research on this
taking
because it's on
over
Netflix.
After the original pilot got a bad case of stabbing.
It's like,
Her
okay.
lion forms
Wow.
Voltron's right leg.
Wonder if they're gonna
Last
have
up
that
is
treatment in the
Daryl
reboot.
Stoker. You can call him Pidge.
Because they already changed
pilots the
Pidge.
Green Lion, Voltron's left arm.
And he's also, well, a little unhinged.
What are you talking about?
Get rid of that grenade!
I remember seeing this.
At least his
I went to a
outfit
random
matches
episode,
Lion's colors. I mean,
went to a
damn,
random
it's not that
point, and
hard,
I got
people.
to that. I was
And when
hilarious.
all 5 lions combine, Voltron lives again.
Yes, Defender of the Universe.
Mega thrusters!
Oh, that lip sync. Man, you gotta love those old animes back in the day, man.
Feet and legs, form, arms, and body.
Well, I'm gonna guess too.
Form
Back in the day,
head.
this was the best thing to ever be animated, period.
You ever think about how the pilots stay in the heads of the lions when they're fighting? That has to be, like, ridiculously nauseating.
Kinda
Oh,
weird.
undoubtedly. That's probably why they usually travel by flight and prefer long-range combat over hand-to-hand.
Which is
Speaking of
gonna
which,
be really
Voltron
bad
got
for
busy fighting Zarkon's
Megazord.
giant robeasts and saving the universe with a huge assortment of weapons. Voltron can shoot stingray missiles and even pillars of flame out of its hands and feet, or blast the lion heads off like rockets. It can stun enemies with ion dart lasers from its head, or use the Electro Force cross attack from its chest.
On
Okay,
Keith's
they didn't
command,
have
the
that.
Lion
All
Force
right.
can manifest Voltron's most powerful weapons out of thin air. Everything from spinning laser blades to javelins to nunchucks.
But the real showstopper is the almighty
sword.
Blazing Sword.
Blazing
Form
sword.
blazing sword.
It didn't actually catch on fire
This
until later
way,
on in the
Voltron
reboot,
can
but you know.
slice through most robeasts like Jello and dish out the Starfire attack, which splits robeasts apart and also makes a friggin' tornado for good measure.
What?
The blazing sword can also conduct electricity to recharge Voltron itself.
Why are all these swords also batteries?
I
The
mean,
blazing sword is enormously powerful, capable of destroying a satellite hundreds of times larger than Voltron. Voltron himself is powerful enough to melt meteors, kick giant machines sky high, and
Jeez.
take explosions the size of countries.
The
Jeez.
Voltron lions have even traveled between
You're just making
galaxies
me
in less than a
not
day,
believe in the
making them
Megazord
several
even
times
more.
faster than the speed of light.
yeah,
Voltron
that's
has
exactly
also
what I meant.
survived landing on the Omega Comet, which is so dense it possesses the gravitational force of a black hole.
You know, that thing
all
that light
sounds
cannot
insane,
think from.
But even giant robot man lions have their limits, like getting ganged up on by multiple robeasts at once, or getting stabbed and sliced open. But Let go levels of gravity.
Come on.
That's a cakewalk, right?
Voltron may be strong, but it lacks the finesse and skill of one trained in martial arts. Voltron also carries a shocking design flaw. If the release plates on its joints are struck in combat, it could jettison an entire limb from the core body.
Really?
Wait. You're telling me that if I kick Voltron, freaking Voltron, in the shins hard enough, he'll just lose a leg, it'll just pop right off?
Well, you're saying like that, like you can
Yes,
actually kick
though
his
it
shin
has
hard
only
enough.
happened in
Boomstick.
training. Even so, whether the Lion Force is up against a technical issue or a colossal robeast, the universe can always depend on Voltron.
Yeah, that is like a very huge design flaw. I wonder if we're gonna bring that up in the remake. If that's still a thing. Here's one thing I do see though, they didn't like do like a remake and the old version. It's just
Alright,
purely
bets are set.
back in the
Let's
80s.
end this debate once and for all.
But first,
And
all
whatever this
talk of
CGI
robots
one is, I never heard of
making
that.
me hungry. So let's fix that.
Not sponsored, you know the drill. Alright, ready to get started. That is-
Scanners on, team.
Yeah, that's Matt
Seems the
Pat.
prehistoric activity originates here.
He's like he's not even trying to do
Finally,
another
if
one.
I don't see a dinosaur today, I'm blaming you.
Quiet, Les.
I think...
I'm picking up something.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna tell. You know, that's it.
Power Ranger!
Because I hate myself if I get one wrong.
Hello! We need dinosaur power now!
Honk, what's happening?
I think I found the dinosaurs.
I think that's Lanny.
Plug on!
Zach here. This is Kickin'. This is Billy. All
That was the
systems
black
go.
nerd.
Trini reporting, ready to rock.
I love this part. Let's tame these kittens.
Good luck with that. Look, it's gonna...
Voltron!
Like, immediately just gonna go straight to the form of Voltron. I am gonna do like a preliminary who's better in offensive with individual. Alright.
Arm, and body. And I'll form the head.
I like how Matt Fat has to like try to make it as cheesy as possible.
Dinosaur battle mode!
It worked. It was very cringy. Yeah. Alright. Really, I thought Voltron was taller than that. Alright, I guess I was wrong.
Form spinning laser blades.
Alright. See, I think out of everything, they haven't beaten Arsenal. They have way more versatile attacks against them.
Who are these guys?
Yeah, your destruction.
We need the power sword now!
Alright. Immediately power sword. Alright.
God, stay down. Let's
Alright.
show 'em how it's done.
Time for blazing sword.
It's a sword.
Seriously. Form blazing sword.
Go for it. Really good with the effects on this one. Giant neck fight. You gotta go. You gotta do this right. Oh.
Isn't this usually the part where we win?
Kinda different now. Oh, getting him, getting him, getting him, getting him. It really went all out. Got a whole 10 voice actors, got this, instead of doing it like, you know, pixelated. Do the particle effect. They're doing it.
Jason, look! He's wide open!
Pitch. No. All right, guys, let's finish this.
We need to move! Get away!
I think Pitch just saved you guys.
Forward.
This is actually going pretty good.
Fire!
With what?
Everything!
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Quick! Redirect the energy!
It's too much!
Really? Done. Cool guy, don't look at explosion.
KO!
Now that's what I call a battle!
Alright.
There's a good reason why Voltron is the defender of the universe.
Yeah, that's
While the
exactly what I
Megazord
said when I
boasted
first heard about
excellent
this.
abilities in hand-to-hand and sword combat, Voltron couldn't go down so easily.
Voltron's huge arsenal put it ahead, especially in long range. Even when the Megazord could get in close, it couldn't keep up with Voltron's blazing speed.
Yeah.
I mean, Voltron travels between galaxies in a matter of hours, and it can fly.
The
And it
Megazord
can
once
fly.
punched a monster weighing at most 10,000 tons 133 feet into the air. In contrast, Voltron kicked a 3,900-ton mutated bulldozer nearly 1,900 feet up. Despite Voltron's monster weighing less than the Megazord's, this is still a more impressive feat.
Really now.
Comparing weight and distance traveled for both feats, Voltron's requires at least 5.5 times more strength.
Plus, Voltron
See,
clearly had
it's
the
never just
superior
about how much it
durability,
weighs.
especially with that black hole comet feat.
The Omega Comet's pole could destroy entire planets within 62 miles of itself, which means the comet could output forces of over 13 sextillion newtons.
Dang.
The Megazord couldn't survive anything close to that level of power. We can prove it. Later in Power Rangers
Please,
history,
elaborate.
they upgraded their mech to the Thunder Megazord, which is specifically stated to be more powerful than the original Megazord in every way.
Well, you know, you got armor on it and
will
stuff.
serve you well.
Once mastered, your Zords will reveal even greater powers.
When this
Alright.
new Megazord fought against a giant Zord called Serpentera,
Yeah, Serpentera.
which at full power could destroy planets, a single blast from it easily tore the Thunder Megazord apart.
Oh, then.
And that blast didn't even use half of Serpentera's power.
Voltron outclassed the
Okay, then.
Megazord
Yeah, I
in
do remember
almost every
Serpentera,
way
'cause
that
he-
counted,
I got that
including
toy.
strength,
I
speed,
still do.
and durability. Trust me, I'm not lying.
The winner is Voltron.
Again, I kind of gotta say, you know, why...
Don't go away, we're about to reveal who's fighting in the next episode.
All right.
And if you want to see behind the scenes commentary on this episode, then just click
But-
that box and start a 30-day free trial for a first membership.
Again, like,
Thanks, guys.
again, could there be a better Zord next time? What's up? Natsu? Ace? Oh god. Oh god. I hate being an anime fan. I hate being an anime fan so much because I know so much about both these characters. I usually like it when I don't know anything. I just you know, watch the battle. This is bad. This is very, very bad. This is very, very bad. Very bad. Okay, look, I got through watching the 1 Minute Melee on there, and though I have not watched in a long time, I forgot what I said about my comments on this. But here's the thing, Natsu eats fire, alright? Natsu eats fire, Ace he controls fire and can turn it into fire and all that stuff. He's a fire dude. When 1 Minute Melee, they can get away with that kind of stuff. They can get away with anything, alright? Because it's just supposed to be for fun, and, you know, it's just for fun battle. Death Battle, they take some things and do that stuff. Truthfully speaking, I do believe Ace cannot beat Natsu because of the fact that Natsu not only has like fire and his own fire-based abilities, eats fire and magic on top of his other stuff. Ace doesn't have many different other ways to take him out. Ace is a fucking badass. I am not gonna sit here and not tell you the praise that I do when it comes to this dude. Since I don't know who's watched One Piece in my channel, so I'm not going to say everything that happens with Ace, especially the stuff that clearly is spoiler territory for people who've not even seen One Piece at any point and is planning on getting into it, because you're never too late to get into One Piece. Sometimes. But let's just say this, right? I'm really expecting Natsu to win this next battle, and it's kind of weird how they just immediately show both of them. It's like it's either they knew whether they show Ace or Natsu first, did they know what the other opponent was going to be, so just kind of like show them both and just be done with it. And it's going to be on May 3rd. All right, cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say to that. Like I like Ace way more than Natsu, mostly because Fairy Tail isn't my above all be all anime to go to. Really, Ursa is the only reason why I watched the anime to begin with, which I think I've said in my Zoro versus Ursa battle. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I see what they're doing now. They're doing this like whole, you know how they have like some Nintendo characters versus Sonic characters, like Street Fighter versus Tekken, or was it Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat? I think it's Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. You know, they have these specific things that they want to make rivalry battles. And right now, the new rivalry battle in the anime verse right now is anime versus anime, but it's One Piece versus Fairy Tail. So we got 1 point for One Piece thanks to Zoro, and Zoro looked like what they did with Zoro, he wasn't even trying compared to all this stuff, and apparently also with Ursa too, because I remember a whole bunch of other different armor she could have used in that battle. But in the end, in Death Battle standards, 1 point for One Piece in this matter. And I'm gonna be honest, if you guys want to like have a debate about this, I'm not gonna be part of the debate, but you know, tell me, how do you think Ace can one-up Natsu? You could probably, you know, this is a stretch for me to say, because, you know, again, with me and Natsu, I don't know everything about Natsu. I don't know if he's like the kind of like in-between between Goku and Naruto when he's in a battle. When he's in a battle, is he as smart as Goku by being very, like, technique and fighting savvy? Or is he like Naruto, who kind of makes things up on the fly and just happens to like a very awesome plan in the very end of things, and also staying, you know, that sort of thing. Because I do believe Ace is a little more tactical, if not battle ready for fighting a guy like Natsu. But again, I see Natsu taking this. It's the same thing when it comes to like right now. I wanted to believe in the Power Rangers because, you know, the Power Rangers and me have been there, and I've only watched 2 seasons of the reboot of Voltron. But I really saw Voltron winning this because of all the other different stuff that Voltron did, besides than what the Power Rangers did, at least in that Zord. Natsu versus Ace. Okay, this is gonna be hard for me. I can't take this because I'm thinking of ways right now of which Ace can win. Like really, I can see that giant fireball thing he can do, and just Ace. I mean, and then Natsu just like, thanks for the meal. That's it. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Oh, why not like Blackbeard? You know, he could probably do something. You got Black. Whatever. I'm gonna get off this subject. You know, Death Battle does this to me all the time. Hope you guys are enjoying these reactions, and I'm gonna see if I can get to anything other stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye.